I bought my own house after everyone betrayed me. Now my sister, ex-wife, and parents are furious. I refuse to let them back in. My brother Grant always called me the family screw-up. When I dropped out of college to start a landscaping business, he literally laughed. Have fun cutting grass while I make real money in finance, he said at Christmas dinner. My parents nodded along like gospel truth. Grant graduated summa cum laude, landed a hotshot investment position, bought a downtown condo. Meanwhile, I drove a beat-up Ford with Anderson Landscaping magnetic signs. Family gatherings became Grant's roast sessions. Still playing in the dirt, he'd say, flashing his Rolex. Maybe one day you'll get a real job. 3 years later, Grant's world imploded. Market crash wiped out his firm. His condo got foreclosed. I watched him move back into our childhood bedroom with glow-in-the-dark star stickers still on the ceiling. That's when the calls started. Could you spot me $500 just until I get back on my feet? His voice was different now. Desperate. I helped him out. Family, right? But Grant had conditions. Don't tell anyone you're lending me money. It's embarrassing enough without people knowing my landscaper brother is keeping me afloat. So I stayed quiet while Grant spun stories about consulting opportunities and being between projects. At family dinners, he still made digs about my grass-cutting business, while I secretly paid his phone bill, car insurance, even gym membership for networking. The loans kept coming. $1,000 for professional wardrobe, $1,500 for certification courses, $2,000 for a business opportunity that never materialized, each time just between us, okay? What my family didn't know was my little business had evolved. I wasn't mowing suburban lawns anymore. I was designing complete outdoor environments for tech executives, luxury hotels, million-dollar developments. My crew of 12 could transform properties in ways that made rich people write five-figure checks without blinking. Grant thought landscaping meant push mowers. He had no idea I was pulling in more monthly revenue than his old finance job. Last month, I closed on an $800K house in the hills. 5 bedrooms, infinity pool, 3-car garage, paid cash. No mortgage, just my name on a deed representing 7 years of 80-hour weeks. Time for a family reunion. Housewarming party Saturday, I texted the group chat. Come see the new place. Grant expected a modest starter home. Instead, he walked into a foyer with 20-foot ceilings and a crystal chandelier that cost more than most cars. His face went through 5 expressions: confusion, disbelief, physical pain. How did you afford this? He whispered. My parents wandered around like they'd entered another dimension. Mom kept touching things, afraid they'd disappear. I need to show you something, I told Grant, loud enough for everyone to hear. I handed him an envelope in front of the entire family. Here's your final loan payment back. All $8,500 of it. Since you're such a successful consultant now, I figured you didn't need help from a landscaper. Dead silence. My parents' faces were priceless, realizing their successful son had been borrowing from their screw-up son for over a year. Grant tried laughing it off. It's not what it looks like. Thanks for keeping my success humble, I interrupted. Really taught me the value of letting work speak for itself instead of expensive ties. My cousin Naomi, who Grant always impressed with finance stories, stared at him like seeing him for the first time. You've been borrowing money from your brother? Mom asked slowly. For 14 months, I added helpfully. But hey, at least you kept telling everyone how successful you were while I paid your bills. Grant left early. My parents followed, probably for awkward conversations about assumptions. That was 3 weeks ago. Grant hasn't spoken to me since. Neither have my parents. Apparently, I'm cruel for humiliating him. I offered to help him transition into landscape design. Good money in making rich people's backyards look like magazines. But Grant's too proud to work for his screw-up brother. I sleep great in my king-size bed, though. Business is booming. Sometimes the grass really is greener, especially when you planted it.